Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is InsideAGamer. Welcome back to Project Hospital episode number 2. So, first episode we got our little clinic up and running. We got 3 doctors. 3 seems to be enough at the moment. We can move to 4. The budget would probably allow for it, if we're honest. We did a couple of contracts. I've got 150,000 here to play with. So what I want to do, I think I want a corridor down here. I want to leave this space if in case I want to make a bigger doctor's surgery. Thinking we might move this out and double this. So I think we should put radiology down here. So if we go into the build mode, we're going to go into the foundations. Corridors, we're going to try and keep to 3s. So if we imagine there's a corridor down here, that's 3. I mean, as you can see, this is already kind of crazy money. I'm spending nearly 10 grand just to get the corridor down here. And then what we might do, this is the ambulance parking. So I think we might make something nice around the outside of that. So if we come in by 1... something like that for now. Okay, so that is a lot of my budget just blown for a corridor. But I don't want it too close. Even if we put the science stuff down here even as well, we probably could keep the doctors. I mean, that's 1, 2, what do we have? 5, 4x5s, wasn't it? For the doctors. Yeah, I mean, another corridor, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I mean, we could fit everything we want in this, but I want to keep radiology away. That is the plan. Okay, and then we will come out here. So what I will do, just for the moment, just so I remember. That is too close. That is not what we want. Okay, so let's... gotta blow up the foundation, sorry. There we go. No, that line doesn't add up, does it? Didn't want it that close. I want to take that line up here. That line up here, which is nothing. So it's that line all the way down is what I want to take away. And then in that building that foundations, it means it was that one, not that one. I'm only doing that so I don't forget later on. We try and plan as much as we can. Okay, so then if we go into the walls then, we're going for this wall around the outside. So for the moment, we will go with something like that. We have to spin around. We'll close that up for the moment. And same going all the way down here. We're going to just close that up. Not going to stay like that, obviously. Things will change in the future, but for now, that's how we're going to have this done. I'm going to delete some walls out the back here. Now, the only thing is that office room here for doctors, I was thinking about expanding, but look, we can move things later if need be. We could just move it over here completely. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, that is doable. That could be the way we go with that. Right. So, radiology, anyways. That's what we're working on next. So, let's plan it out before we do anything. We go down here, click on radiology. We're going to see what we need. And we need a waiting room. We need an x-ray room, a cleaning room, a CAG room. So, we need all of these things, but we are not going to be able to afford them. The only one we're probably going to get is this one first, if I'm honest with you. And being in a hospital, I want them to be a fairly good size. I don't want to go too small with these. There is a lot of equipment to go in them. And I don't know what hospital you go into where you have a small kind of x-ray room. So, yeah. It's a lot of footprint. A lot of money. But I think it'd be worth it. Now, the waiting room is going to be a key question here. They do need their own little room. We might put toilets out the back here. So toilet needs a 2. Let's say if we put a toilet like that, we can make a very small waiting room off the back of that room. It doesn't need much. I'm pretty sure... Oh, it does say I need a cleaning closet. I thought we could share, but it's probably not going to be the case, is it? 1, 2, 3. Gonna leave me good sized rooms here. How many other rooms we got? Yeah, I've got to try and squeeze that all down here. We say the corridor is 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna put that corridor going up to that point. You can technically use this restroom here, but that means they're just going further. For the moment, though, we will use that common room. It is a shared room, and that is fine. It's gonna have its own restroom, just missing equipment. Okay, so if we go back to the building, then let's what did I do in there? That was just plain purple, wasn't it? So I think we go yellow for this area. These are the outside walls, so that can stay yellow. I don't know what we will do with this. I might make this a glass room. We'll see now in a second. I'm just going to yellow the inside here while we can. That obviously is a bathroom, so we're going to put the tiles in. Very quickly, I'm just going to put tiles in here too. We kept the waiting room just plain white. Still might do the same. I think we'll keep the same for all of that. I mean, look, it's a lot of money being spent just on cosmetics, really. Okay, and then in here, we're going to want some sort of tile in here as well. I don't know if I like it, to be honest with you. Maybe white would just be better. No, you know what? Let's do it. Let's tile it up. Okay, so and then this door's then we're going to have X-ray double doors. So, the X-ray room. How am I going to set you up? I'm thinking something like that. We are going to have another room inside of the X-ray room. This room is actually a bit too big. We could take a sliver of that out. Alright. Anyways, we'll see how it pans out now in a second. So what I would do is I'd actually, just put a room all the way across there. We'll have these metal sliding doors because it's an X-ray room. However, the people want to look at them. And then we're going to put the glass because we're going to have the desk in here so they can see the people. Think about putting glass in there too. We do also need to get some windows at some stage. Because it's just a bit weird not having them. There you go. A couple of windows. This is way too big. This is massively too big. This is nearly like the size of an operating theatre. I think I'm wasting too much here, actually. Okay, so how are we going to maneuver this? I think we should build the room first. But keep with the yellow. I mean, even this part of that room doesn't need to be this big. Right, I need to see how big the X-ray actually is again. It's not that big, is it? We put it central to that room. I feel like we could be wasting space. Waiting room will never be this big. Change room will never be this big, realistically. Okay, so this is half the battle of this game. Unless you have a clear plan already in your head, it's very hard to figure out how you want to do things. I do like that it's a good sized room. It doesn't need to be this big. It's a good question. And what can I do with this room? I mean, we could move this down and around. The only thing I could think of is expand the toilets. We can use that for a lot of other shared rooms. And we can make a cupboard. If we went across like that, we'd make this then the bathroom completely. We'd have to change a few things in a second. We could carry on. I'm not sure how that's going to go yet. This is the worst thing about doing everything, is getting everything right. Okay, we're gonna have to be that on the outside. Tiles on the inside. We're gonna make sure we finish tidying up that floor. That is not the same tiles, so that's not good. Corridor we'll worry about decorating in a minute. Okay, something in this kind of parameter, this restroom. So we'll make this a big restroom, and then we'll figure that out as we kind of go. We need a cleaning closet. X-ray room. Obviously, that's not ready yet. Okay, so we'll put the metal sliding doors idea still here. But what I want to do is put in a glass window like this. So if we go back to this then, we can have the desks. A bigger one might be better. I mean, it doesn't look right though, because it's cheap. Okay, well the only way I'm going to make that work then is to go with another tall glass here to make it more. We can watch them see in. Okay, so they've got the X-ray viewer thing. You're going to have the X-ray control that needs to be up there. Surely the control panel just can go in here, right? We're going to give them an office chair. We're going to give them a lovely PC. And we're going to need some equipment table. How do we want to work it in here? Do something along those lines. I feel like they would have a small... No, they wouldn't really have a changing area, would they? No, that's not going to work either. What else we got? I think that's all we actually need. That's why I think I had it too big. It's still not great. Right. We'll give them a clock or two. There we go. A couple of clocks. I wouldn't mind something... You got disinfecting tools here, look. Nice just to have some of these things. Some files. There you go. Kind of look like X-ray files, don't they? We'd have to have a fire alarm on both sides, really. On there. Fire hose, extinguishers. I'm trying to look for anything kind of... The internet. Magazines, ladder, mugs. That's kind of outdoor stuff. This is the extra stuff inside, I suppose. Isolation doors. Well, we're not near any of that stuff yet. Drug stuff. Mirrors. Tasty sandwiches. Oh yeah, I'm in for some of that. Okay, I thought there might be some other bits and pieces we could put in. There doesn't seem to be much on the decorational front, is there? Calendars. Timers. What happened to all the posters? Ah, here you go. Here's some more of the other things. I think we have one of these waste bins. Probably put it in that corner there, wouldn't you? There we go. Do we have anything kind of goes with the bones? And its elbow, I suppose, is definitely one of them. To some extent. quarantine. Okay, we don't want quarantine. Don't want to be scaring the crap out of people. Urology. I like the wash your hand ones. They need to go in the bathrooms. There you go. Wall mounted lamp. Maybe to maybe make it a bit nicer in here, but I really don't have anything. Obesity. We've got the skull. Bam. Diabetes. Because we've got the tennis elbow one as well. I just kind of wanted to make the office actually look a bit nicer, but I just don't see very much we can use in here, if I'm honest with you. I thought there was more. Feeling like it's kind of taking the mick if I put a sofa in there with them. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. Isolation walls. Actually, you know what? That probably would make a better wall. We didn't have to do this like this, but anyways, we've done it now. We're gonna deal with it. Okay, in here we're going to get a couple of the supply shelves and a couple of the buckets. We're gonna get 3. We probably won't use 3. In here we're gonna get the benches. What color did we use there? We used the blue. We'll just keep using blue throughout the whole place. I think we'll get one of the checkpoints and the info TVs. There we go. And what we'll do is we'll bench it up. I don't think we need much more than that. That will disappear anyways. Okay, and then we can look at the bathrooms. Now they do have their own walls. The bathroom, you know, in the yellow area. Okay, maybe we'll have a yellow bathroom. I don't think we're gonna have that many stalls, but definitely in the short term we'll go something like that. And we'll probably make this a shared bathroom for a lot of the hospital. There we go. And then we're going to get the toilets in. And we have them. We can get the sinks. Right, how are we going to do this? Maybe we put the sinks. Right, something like that. And then I was also thinking then we could probably do the hand dryers. We put 4 like that. I don't know. Trash bin. Probably should have been a yellow one. Then we just need a door. Something like that. I mean, look, it's functional. Can do the job. We'll put some posters and stuff in it. It's a big bathroom. Right, as far as I'm aware then, we have the basics to get ourselves going. Now you want somebody that's good at biochemistry. 72. Okay, I just got a 30,000 grant and I just realized it could be the wrong person for the job. Radiology is only 37. Sugar. Is there anybody any better? Oh, yeah, I was looking at the wrong thing. Ah, look, he's not that bad. I won't make him head of department anyways, that's for sure. Oh, and then we need to put a door in here for the janitor's closet. And then that should be good to go. We'll get someone in the daytime. Again, somebody cheap. Right, so we're with 110,000. I think that's more than I ever normally have at this stage of the game. It's the end of the day. But we do have Radiology open now, so... we'll see how we go. And they're going to help clean anywhere. That's the good thing. So what we might do is put science labs in here. And the second row of the doctors. We'll have to see. Come on, where's the end of the day? That 30,000's gone a long way. We could open another one, but I do think if we can get the blood work open next, we'll go a long way. Okay, things are back to normal for this day. I think there's a heavy workload here. Obviously, we need to put some windows in as well. Okay, first patients. Okay, tonsillitis. That's going to be good. That's going to be rest. And that's money. This guy's going to go for an x-ray for sure. Here we go. Once they have the x-ray, they will go back to their doctor. There you go. He definitely has chest contusions. And he's going to get some numbing ointment. Okay, let's go to this guy. Influenza. There's not much you can do about that until we get infectious diseases. And again, all you want to do is just let that money go up a couple of days. We'll wait till we start needing other things. We go under the umbrella. 30 patients a day. Open medical laboratories clinic next. We're giving 50,000. And that's fine. See here. We'll see what the wages are. I think the wages are under 2.5. Nobody seems to be struggling yet. This guy's always on break. He's going too far. They do need their own break station, and we'll sort that out eventually. Really? Oh, this one's uninsured. Okay. One thing we need to do is add this to his own room. He never needs to leave that room then. Yeah, that's definitely the way to be doing that one. So it looks like we've served all the patients for the day. We didn't send anyone home, so we're not in dire need for anything yet. Golfer's elbow, what did he get? Ice wrap. Imagine paying $200 for an ice wrap. Okay, we go to the budget. We made 8 grand in the day. That's good. And that's how we want to see it. So, obviously, radiology, a lot more could be open. CT, the MRI, the cardiac and the sonograph, these are all quite expensive. Even the CAG's quite expensive, to be honest with you. We probably would look at next at going to the clinic. And we could kind of mark how we might do this. We'd probably put a corridor going down. I didn't realize they needed their own waiting room. I'm not even allowed to share it, which is annoying. Um, I went 10 by 10 on a room. There's 3 of them, isn't there? Where would that leave me? Not in good stead. Okay. How would we figure this out? Move that there, extend that out. We could put that up here and keep this space for more doctors. So, I mean, we've already got the corridor going out here, so you could just... Why is that corridor only a 2? That's only a 2 as well. Okay, what did I do differently? Like corridors would normally be a 3, but 2 is what we've done. Right, that's leaving that space quite tight, isn't it? Hmm. Will be a minimum of 4 by 4. Well, we've got the 4. I mean, we could go... by 15. The waiting room up here, maybe. The waiting room's kind of insane, but if we went back here for a second, we could go doctor's office. No, we're not putting a doctor's office there, are we? We're putting one here, though. That will be a doctor's office. Move the break room. We could make this into another waiting room for this. Is that going to match there, though? Wait, hang on. We need to get foundation put in. No. Okay. We could expand these by 1. Make it more even. That little bump there will do my head in. How much is it to fill that in? So that's just a big waiting room of a mess, really. We could probably get away with less than that then if we just did that. Why does that have to be that way? I don't know if that's how I want it to be. I think what I might do then is just destroy that line for a second while I figure this out. We go into this wall here. Let's just start demolishing some of these walls because we know we're not going to use them. We do need to make some of the purple walls back. So I'm thinking this is the end of the line of the building anyways. We could just go like that. And we'll go straight up. We'll figure that out now in a second. Couple in here. So we'll move that break room. No point really painting that wall. That'll be the next doctor's office, so we could... Oh, there's no foundation there, is there? We get rid of that wall there. Wipe that one out in a minute. We go back into here. Why does it say there's no common room when there clearly is a common room? Okay, that takes the common room away from here. Is that not a little odd? Maybe I should make a small one here. Make that waiting room smaller. Because I do want to demolish all of that. People sitting on those things. Like, we'll build them their own. We'll make it smaller. We'll change this up a little bit. Why does it do that? I've forgotten how the sharing thing works. Huh. Yeah, I'm not sure. Okay, we got a couple of them. A couple of lockers put in this one. TV for the wall. Maybe, I don't know. We'll get a bigger dining table. Nope. Then what we want to do is put a coffee table in there. Probably want a cabinet with doors. Yeah, unfortunately, the fridge was more important. Put those there. Okay, so that'll do as a basic room. I need to press play for a second here just to you come out of that room would be good. I can sell it. Okay, we'll go back into construction. Okay, and then we'll put the white floor down here. We know we're going to have to do the purple walls. And we got the outside wall. No. Didn't click on it. Okay, so that's the outside wall there. I'm gonna use this area somehow. We just go up the back. That's that built. I hate the way this is looking now. Already. So this would extend out by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. So that would be that. 1, 2, 3 for a corridor. Up. We might put the other bits of these eventually on that then. So yeah, I definitely want to put this here somehow. Now, could we make that the waiting room? Got 15. I've got an odd number. One would have to be a 7. One would have to be an 8. We could probably put another 2 rooms in there if we felt like they were needed. I've forgotten how to make this also a shared room. How have I forgotten? Forgotten the key. Yeah, I'll figure that out in a minute. We would have to go back into the build mode here. Something like that. Now the biohazard place had great walls. Where the hell were they? Okay, no, that's not gonna work, is it? Or is it? I can't put a door in though, so we'd have to put in... Because it doesn't matter what you do. Double doors, I'm assuming. Metal sliding ones would probably be cooler. Okay, but we're not going to be able to join them up. Okay, so... In my mind, that was a good idea. We're going to go for this grey look at the back here. Okay, then we'll fix up any of the other bits of the wall that I have to fix up in a minute. So then that's just going to lead us to... some just glass windows like so. Not the tall ones. I think these ones are more than fine. And then this one, we'll have to probably put it in the middle there. I mean, you don't want to be messing this up, would you? Okay, for some reason that's now not working. Okay, something like that. These all would have a couple of windows at the back. They're all facing the wrong way. That's good. Damn it. Okay, something like that. Just so there's plenty of windows. Okay, then in here, we're going to have the lab desks. We'll figure that out. We have another one sitting somewhere like that. Now, these guys do need to have the sinks. Now, instead of the sinks, you can put in... I haven't seen them. But we do have the hand lotion stuff. Where are you? Isolation, fresh fruit. Kitchen shelf, lockers. I think they were under the doctors. Scrub and sink, sanitary. I swear they were here somewhere. We could put them up instead. Whiteboards, equipment, scrubbing, sanitary. Ooh, disinfectant dispenser. That's what we're looking for. So they... I think if we do... Oh, hang on. These guys are going to have a problem, though. I think if we do that, we don't need the sink. No, we do. Okay, that doesn't work in here. It only works in the doctors, obviously. Okay. I can live with that. So if we go back to the hematology that I was doing, they do need a sink. We'll put you in the corner. That has the bins. They're all going to need the same things in that term, so that's fine. Right, in here we will need a PC. We will need a printer. They are going to need a chair. And on this other stuff, they're going to need these equipment things. Storage samples in the fridge. We got the analyzer. We need some glassware stuff. I do think we can have the stools in here as well, I think. Something like that. I think that will now work. If we go into the floors... you're going to want some sort of tile, really. Meant to be a clean area. So if I was to go into this... equipment... Oh, it needs the thermos cylinder. Oh. Can I just put it over the top of that one? Okay, probably about deleting the whole thing. It's not gonna do what I want it to do. Right, so now that should be available to be open. It is. We can get someone in the day. We need someone that's good at biochemistry. I'll take her. Now give me another 50,000, 130,000, and we can press play again. Get to the end of the day. Now look, nothing is pretty right now. So we'll probably open another blood work here. And another one there. Who is critical? Probably blew the budget out of the water, right? Now you see, they all support each other. So look, I think we can leave it there. That's another part of the growth of the hospital. We need to get the other things here open. We need to get the other doctor's office open. I still don't have a doctor in here yet anyways. Break room's moved. Oh, we need to put a break room in for these guys. So we'll need to maneuver this a little bit. Might just dig into all of that even. We'll see. Not sure what's the best for it yet. Want to leave the space clear, but maybe that was a mistake too. Like I said, this will come out no matter what. Then we could probably put a corridor in and finish the radiology in this area. And this area between all the extra rooms. I always find it hard at the beginning, and then I find myself tearing the place down to rebuild it, because like this won't be big enough, hence why we'll put a second one. This one would be the one used the most compared to the other two. Or what we could do is make a really big one and make a bigger one of whichever one is used more in a minute. We could do something like that. But then I want to build the emergency stuff over this end, away from what we're doing. Don't be scared to kind of expand. And then money's going to be important. But there we go. If you want to see more, let me know in the comments down below. Subscribe if you're new, hit the like bell. And thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.